Welcome to Learn English with Anthony. It is so great to have you listening today. My name is Anthony.
And my name is Sarah. Hi, everyone.
So, we make this podcast to help you improve your English. We use natural conversations, friendly debates, and, real life topics.
Right, and you get to learn useful vocabulary while we just talk.
Exactly. Oh, and before we start, please remember to subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and activate the notification bell so you never miss a lesson.
Yes, definitely do that. It really helps us out.
So today we are doing a deep dive. That means we are looking very closely at one big topic. We are asking a question that is probably on your mind every time you use your phone or computer.
Yeah, is a very important question.
We are asking, is artificial intelligence making our lives fundamentally better or, well, increasingly more dangerous?
And that is a huge topic. The opinions on this are, very divided. Some people say AI will solve all our problems, and others say it is a monster that will destroy us.
But today, we are just looking at the facts. We want to be balanced. We are not taking sides, just sharing what the sources say. So we are going to have a friendly debate. I am mostly going to talk about the positive side because, well, I think AI has amazing benefits.
And I will bring a more cautious point of view. I want to talk about the risks and the hidden costs. Because AI is a tool, but it is a very powerful one.
Okay, let us start with the good stuff. The first point is that AI helps people learn faster. It is basically the ultimate tool for education.
Right. It really speeds things up.
Yeah, think about a student who is struggling with something difficult, like advanced physics or math. Usually, a teacher has 30 students in a room.
That is a big class.
Exactly. The teacher cannot explain it perfectly for every single student, but AI can. AI is like a private tutor that never gets tired.
So it is personalized.
Yes. If you do not understand math, but you love music, the AI can explain the math by talking about music notes. It completely changes how we learn.
That is a good point. I mean, having a private tutor for everyone is amazing.
And it also helps with language. AI can translate languages almost perfectly now. You can talk to someone in Tokyo or Berlin or Brazil, and you do not even speak the same language.
Yeah, that removes a massive barrier for global communication.
It really does. We can share ideas so easily. And it also helps people create content, writing emails, making art, or just organizing ideas. It saves so much time.
I understand what you mean. It is incredibly convenient.
Mm.
But I partly agree.
Ooh, why only partly?
Well, because there is a hidden cost. Let us talk about the danger to our minds. If we use AI to do all our thinking, students might stop thinking for themselves.
Wait, you mean they will just become lazy?
Basically, yes. People may become entirely too dependent on technology. Learning is supposed to be a little bit difficult. That difficulty, that struggle, is what builds your brain.
Like exercising a muscle.
Exactly. We call it neuroplasticity. When you struggle to write an essay, your brain is actually growing. If you just ask an AI to write it for you, you get the essay, but your brain gets no exercise.
I get that. But let me push back a little bit.
Sure, go ahead.
What about calculators? When calculators were invented, teachers panicked. They said, oh no, students will forget how to do math.
Right, the classic calculator argument.
Yeah, but calculators just did the boring math so we could do higher level math. Why is outsourcing our writing to AI any different than using a calculator?
That is a really common comparison, but it is actually very different. A calculator only does exactly what you tell it to do. It just computes numbers.
Okay, that is true.
But an AI actually makes decisions. It synthesizes information. When it writes an essay, it decides what is important. It structures the argument. You are not just giving it a math problem. You are giving it your judgment.
Oh, wow, I never thought about it like that. So we are outsourcing our judgment, not just our work.
Exactly. And let me give an example from daily life. Think about GPS navigation on your phone.
Oh, I use that every single day.
We all do. But 20 years ago, people used paper maps. They had to remember streets and directions.
Yeah.
Their brains built a map of their city.
Yeah.
Now, we just follow the blue line on the screen. If your phone dies, you are completely lost in your own neighborhood. You have lost your natural sense of direction.
That is so true. I get lost without my phone all the time.
That is what we call cognitive atrophy. Atrophy means your muscle gets weak because you do not use it. AI might do the same thing to our critical thinking.
Okay, that is definitely a cautious argument, and it makes sense. But let us talk about the workplace, because AI is changing jobs too.
Yes, it is causing a massive shift in the economy.
And I think it is an amazing support tool. It saves so much time at work. It can support doctors, teachers, and businesses.
How does it support doctors?
Well, a human doctor is smart, but they cannot read every medical book in the world. AI can look at a patient's symptoms and check millions of medical records in just 1 second. It can catch a rare disease that a human might miss.
That is undeniably a good thing. It helps the doctor make a better decision.
Exactly. It makes businesses more efficient too. Efficiency just means getting things done faster and with less waste.
But, that is true. But that brings up my next big concern. What does efficiency mean for workers?
You mean losing jobs?
Yes. AI can replace some jobs completely. If a business can use AI to do the work of 5 people, they're not going to keep paying 5 people. They will keep one person and fire the other 4.
That is a scary thought. But wait, we had the Industrial Revolution in the past, right? Machines replaced physical labor, but people just found new kinds of jobs.
True, but this is different. The Industrial Revolution replaced human muscles. AI is replacing human brains.
So in your opinion, which jobs are actually safe? If doctors are using it, are any jobs safe?
It is really interesting. The safest jobs are actually the physical ones. Think about a plumber, a nurse, or a construction worker.
Because they work with their hands.
Exactly. There's a concept in computer science called Moravec's paradox. It
Yeah.
basically says that high-level thinking is very easy for computers, but simple physical movement is incredibly difficult for them.
Wait, really? So an AI can pass a law exam, but it cannot clean a room?
Precisely. Walking upstairs, holding an object, navigating a messy room, those things are too complex for a robot right now. But writing code or sorting data on a computer is very easy for an AI.
So the white-collar jobs, the office jobs, are actually in more danger than the physical jobs?
Yes, that is exactly what the sources point out.
I understand what you mean. That is definitely a paradox. The jobs we thought were the safest might be the most at risk.
And losing a job is terrible, but the sources point to something even bigger. AI is creating a reality crisis.
A reality crisis, like not knowing what is real.
Yes. Let us talk about fake news and deepfakes. They can become much more dangerous.
Okay, let us explain that word for our learners. What is a deep fake?
A deepfake is a fake video or audio recording made by AI, but it looks and sounds completely real.
So you could see a video of me saying something terrible and it looks exactly like me, but I never actually said it.
Yes, and it is so cheap and easy to make now. Anyone can do it. This creates a huge problem for society. If we cannot trust a video or a picture or an audio recording, how do we know what the truth is?
That is a nightmare for the news or for a court of law.
There is a term for this in the sources. It is called the liar's dividend.
The liar's dividend, what does that mean?
It means that because fake videos exist, real liars have a great excuse. If a corrupt politician is caught on a real video doing something bad, they can just say, oh, that is a fake AI video.
Wow. And people will believe them because deepfakes are everywhere.
Exactly. It destroys our shared reality. And to make these AIs so smart, the companies had to train them on data, your data.
Ah, so privacy can become a serious issue.
Very serious. They scraped the whole internet. They took your photos, your blog posts, your comments. They took all this data without asking to build these models.
So we traded our privacy just to get some cool tools and chatbots.
Yes. And this brings us to the most confusing part. Not everyone understands how AI works. In fact, even the creators do not fully understand it. They call it a black box.
Okay, a black box. Let me try to find an example. Like, I drive a car, right? I do not need to be a mechanic to drive to the supermarket. I don't know how the engine works, but I still use the car safely. Why is it dangerous if I don't understand how AI works?
That is a really good question. But comparing it to a car does not work.
Why not?
Because a car is just a machine following physical rules. The engine is not secretly watching you. It is not deciding what news you read. It is not secretly learning your political opinions.
Oh, I see. The car's just a tool.
But AI is an invisible algorithm. It shapes your reality, it filters your information, and it harvests your data. If you do not understand the tool that controls your information, you are very easy to manipulate.
Okay, I have to admit that is pretty scary. We are using this massive infrastructure and it is a black box.
Exactly. It is a powerful system, but it is not transparent.
So we have covered a lot of ground today. Let us summarize both sides for you, the listener.
That's good.
On the positive side, AI is an amazing tool. It acts as an incredibly patient tutor that tailors learning to you. It breaks down language barriers with real-time translation. And it acts as a super assistant in the workplace, helping doctors save lives and making businesses more efficient.
But on the cautious side, AI threatens jobs, especially office jobs, while physical jobs stay safe. It tempts us to stop thinking for ourselves, which could lead to cognitive atrophy. And it creates a world of deepfakes, privacy violations, and black box algorithms that threaten our grip on objective truth.
It is a lot to process. If you feel a little overwhelmed by all this technology, that is completely normal.
It really is. The world is changing very fast.
But the point of this deep dive is not to make you scared. It is to help you be aware. You have to actively choose how to use AI. Use it as a tool to help you, not as a crutch to replace your own brain.
Yes, protect your ability to think critically. And I want to leave you with a final balanced thought from the sources, something to really think about after the podcast is over.
Oh, what is that?
Well, people worry that AI will become some alien evil force. But AI models are trained entirely on human data. They read human books, human arguments, and human history.
So they are just learning from us.
Yes, the real danger is not that AI is an alien. The danger is that AI is a mirror. It is a perfect mirror reflecting our own human biases, our laziness, and our flaws, but on a massive scale.
Wow. A hyper-efficient mirror. So if the machine is flawed, it is only because we are flawed.
Exactly. It reflects humanity right back at us.
That is an amazing point to end on. Thank you all so much for joining us for this conversation. We really hope this helped you practice your English and gave you something interesting to think about.
Yes, thank you for listening.
Please remember to subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and tell us in the comments, do you think AI is mostly good or mostly dangerous? Activate those notifications, and we will see you in the next deep dive.
Bye, everyone.
Goodbye.